Now let us see the script. If you see here, line number 37, 38, 39. Here the each input is hard coded. Okay, and even our expected result is hard coded. If at all I need to pass different sets of data, if I want to test for 1000 data, say 10,000, 1 lakh data, will my code work? The answer is no, because it is hard coded. Okay, or you can say it is not parameterized. What is parameterization means? Instead of this 10,000, right, I would be putting a variable name. Variable name will hold the different sets of data. Okay, for amount I'll have a different I'll be having a variable name. I'll be passing the different sets of data through the variable name. Here years I'll have a variable name. Okay, so if you see like that, the variable name would be something like this. I'll say amount. I'll be passing the value should come through the variable amount. Okay, how can I create a parameterization? Basically parameterizations are done with respect to the Excel sheet. Okay, so you will have amount, interest, tenure in the Excel sheet columns. All the different sets of data will be there. But today as a beginner we'll start parameterizing using through the console, the data passing through the console. What I'll do is I'll be passing the amount in the console, say as 10,000, whatever it is. The inside the console it should ask for enter the years. I'll be entering the years. Then in the console itself it should ask for interest. Then I should be entering the interest rate. So how to do that? For that we'll be using something called as scanner class. So let me comment this, have a partition like this. So for that we'll be using something called as a scanner class. Scanner, shall I say, is equal to new scanner. I'll be using something called as new scanner. Inside that there is a parameter called as system.in. Okay, I place the cursor here. It's a Java util class. Okay, this, what is that scanner means? Scanner is nothing but whatever you enter in the console, that is system.in, whatever you enter inside the console, read byte by byte. That is what the scanner class will do. Okay, so basically it will read this stream here. So how exactly I can read? So first let it ask for the input. For that we'll be displaying, saying that system.out.println sys control space enter the amount. Okay, if you see here it is saying create the local variable amount. So how exactly to create? I should be using the reference variable sc dot next. Next is nothing but whatever is read it will put into a variable. Control 1 enter, string data type. Okay, you can write the variable name as amount. So this amount is basically will be placed in here. So what exactly it happens? It will ask for enter the amount. When we give the amount, say 900, 1000, 10,000, whatever it is, that value will be getting stored here. Okay, how exactly to parameterize this line? Line number 46. I will be parameterizing, saying that years. Okay, so how can you ask for the input? Sys control space, then say enter the years. Enter what? Years. So how will I get the input? What is the method for that? sc dot next, then control 1 enter. What is the variable name? Years. So line number 50 is again parameterized. How do I change it? Amount, interest. Then what can we say this as? Amount, years. This as interest. Shall I copy paste and change the necessary things? I'm copying and pasting the earlier code. What this line number 45 should change it? Interest. And this one should change to what? The interest. I hope everyone is getting now. Okay. Now final thing left out is, again I'll copy paste. You can pass the expected result also. You can pass the expected result through the console. So let me just comment this out. Okay, so expected result is also passed through the console. Now shall we execute this code? How do I execute now? Again it's the same procedure. Start the APM server. Start the APM server. What you will get? Console log level debug. Debug. Okay, can you see here? It has been launched. Now let us execute. When we execute now, run as Java application. Okay, execution started. You can see in Android screen monitor what exactly happens on the application. First, what it should happen? It should launch the application and then ask for the input. Can you see in the console it is asking for the input? 10,000. Then here shall I say 5 years. Then interest is 12. And the expected result is what? 222.44. Once I do this, can you see in the console? That is 10,000. Years is 5. And interest is 12. Then click on calculate. You saw the output. Okay, this is parameterized and the user data is coming through the console. Can you see the actual result is this one? Expected result is this, and this is pass. Now if at all I need to pass 3 sets of data, how will I go about? For that, what should I do? Okay, to pass 3 sets of data, I can use a for loop. For int, what can I say? I equal to 1, then I less than equal to 3, then I plus plus, open bracket, then close it. Okay, so it will ask for the 3 sets of data and it should run for 3 sets of data. So shall I put a syso for this? Shall I put a syso saying that, giving the details of iterations. Iteration is, shall I concatenate that with the I? Okay, or I'll say executing, which will be much more familiar. Executing the first iteration, let's just say concatenate with iteration. Okay, now shall we execute? What should we do now? Stop the APM server. How much test data we can pass it? 3 sets of test data. Launch the APM server. Console log level debug is the APM server is up and running. Okay, it is up and running now. Now right click, run as Java application. Can you see the things in the Android screen monitor? Again I am telling you, it's a real device which we are automating. It's not any emulator. look into the Android screen monitor. Okay, can you see here executing the test case for first iteration? Enter the amount 10,000, years 5, interest 12, expected result is 222.44. This is for the first iteration. It is executing for the first iteration, that is 10,000. Years are 5, interest is 12. Okay, now executing the test case for second iteration. We'll enter the amount 20,000, years 6 years, interest say 13%. I don't know the expected result, I'm randomly giving it. Okay, let us see the execution. It should enter 20,000, 6 and 13%. Okay, executing the third iteration. Second iteration is failed. Third iteration is 40,000, say 4 years, interest is 9%. I say 326. This also I don't know, I'm randomly giving the values. What is the actual result? We need to check. Entered 40,000. It should enter 4 years and interest is 9. You can see it in the console. That is what the input is, that is what is getting entered. Okay, can you see all the 3 iterations? All the 3 iterations are done. First iteration, executing the test case. First iteration, executing the test case. Second iteration, and executing the test case for the third iteration. Okay, so 2 things are passed and the third thing is failed. Okay, this is, we pass the input through where? Through the console. If you want to pass the input through the Excel, we need to write a customized class to interact with Excel, then fetch the data from the Excel, which we would be doing in the future classes. Okay, so thank you so much.